Another really important aspect of the March for Life is our Candlelight Vigil, in which we're praying for the victims of abortion. Again, you'll notice that prayer is a huge part of the March for Life, and that's because we can't do this without God. So in case you haven't been to a Candlelight Vigil before, it consists of course, prayer, also a lot of praise and worship music, and testimonies, moving testimonies from ordinary Canadians, our supporters, who have been touched by a crisis pregnancy, who have experienced abortion or maybe adoption, and they just share those stories with us and remind us about how this issue does affect all of us in very intimate ways. And so we definitely hope to have an in-person Candlelight Vigil at the Human Rights Monument, as we previously have. But because of the lockdowns, because of the restrictions, we're not 100% sure that will happen. So there is a possibility that we will have it online again, as we have in the past couple of years. But I want to assure you, if you haven't watched those programs, they're still available online. They're still very, very special. So either way, I promise you it's going to be a very powerful experience, but do stay tuned for updates on that. Matt, do you have any other thoughts on the Candlelight Vigil?
Yeah, thanks for that, Josie. I absolutely love the Candlelight Vigil. I believe that every year that I've gone to the March for Life, that night before, the eve of the march, to kind of ground ourselves in prayer and kind of refocus ourselves on God, and just admit to ourselves that ultimately this is a spiritual battle. Yes, we got to go into the streets. We got to proclaim the truth about abortion. We got to defend the sacredness of life. We got to get involved in politics and elect pro-life candidates into the various levels of government. But ultimately, if we don't pray and if we don't surrender all of this, all our work to our Heavenly Father, then I don't think it's going to work out for us. So we really have to pray. I love the Candlelight Vigil. Last year's Vigil, we had some amazing testimonials, some really powerful witnesses that were given, that were shared with us. So if you haven't watched them, go to youtube.com/March for Life Canada. Watch the Candlelight Vigil from last year. It was really beautiful. So again, like Josie said, hopefully we'll have an in-person one. If not, we'll do a virtual vigil again, or we might just do both. We'll see.